Throughout the ages, questions have been whispered in moments of longing, fear, devotion, and hope. Some were spoken aloud, some were prayed in silence, all were heard. The Oracle of Ages now begins to share their stories. These are not merely tales from distant centuries, they are reflections of the questions that still live within us. How does a soul choose its family? Christian mystic, Dalmatian coast, 1194 CE. She was born under a veil of salt wind, the daughter of fishers who mended nets by moonlight and sang psalms in the vernacular. Though her mother's hands were weather-worn and her father's voice seldom rose above a whisper, their love created a kind of sanctuary that softened the harshness of the coast. In this house of humility, she first heard the voice of God, not as thunder, but as breath between the waves. At the age of 7, she began speaking to angels. Her family, devout yet practical, called it a blessing misfired. Still they fed her honeyed figs and let her sit quietly for hours with the monastery cats, believing that prayer took many forms. By 12, she had memorized not only scripture, but the subtle shifting of tides, and she knew which dreams would return and which ones were sent from the veil between worlds. A traveling friar called her marvelous but dangerous, and warned of the girl whose sight is like flame. But the abbess who later received her into a small coastal cloister said, "She does not burn," she clarifies. She lived most of her years in contemplation. Yet the question she asked, how does a soul choose its family, did not rise from the books she read or the liturgies she chanted. It rose from memory. For she remembered the before. She recalled standing with her guide, an elder being whose eyes shimmered like sea glass, and looking down upon a lineage not yet made holy. A father who would fear motion, a mother who would carry sorrow as skillfully as she did bread, a sister who would die young and return as a gull. "Are you sure?" the guide had asked her. "They will not understand you." "I do not need them to," she had replied. "I only need to love them." And so it was chosen.